Good morning, Eagle, Nick, AUDIT. You know what I mean, Vern? And this morning we are live right up here by the Georgia Probation Services Incorporated here in Dalton, Georgia. Now these are the blood money suckers for the city of Dalton. EagleNick just came out from in there paying that last blood money payment. Got my fine paid off completely. Got my bike sitting over here out of the way. Good morning, Tubal Kane. And a very good morning to you, John C. But this is located right on the corner of Railroad Street and East Emory Street. Good morning, Alan Davis. But we have every bit of that fine paid off. Next month, I just owe $55, which is how much they charge you a monthly probation fee. Now, that is higher than the state of Georgia state probation charges. Located at 112 East Emory Street. Check out these signs here. It says, probationers only, no friends or family. Good morning, Juggalass. Good morning, Jug. Good morning, Miss Jeannie, Michael Kunkel, the True Spitter, Mr. Alan Davis. Now I'm going to try to figure out if they receive any type of city, county, state, or federal funding, because if they do, even though they are a for-profit business, Georgia Probation Services Incorporated, misdemeanor probation, if they receive any type of government funds, that would make this a part of the government and make their records open to a Freedom of Information Act open records request. They collect money for the city of Dalton. I don't know about any other places, probably Tunnel Hill and Cohutta, unless they've got their own blood money suckers up in those areas. I've not even heard anything about anything happening in Vegas last night. What's going on in Vegas, Michael? Now, this is a for-profit business. Notice this sidewalk right here by this fire hydrant. There's telephone poles up through here. This is public right-of-way, the public access, public easement. Anybody walking down the road or riding a bicycle is lawfully allowed to be here, so am I. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, this is their vehicles. They may be personal vehicles, but if they did not want anybody to be able to see them, they should have a privacy fence where you can't see up in there. You can see by the vehicles that they get paid extremely well. Now, I'm pretty sure that $55 a month probation fee goes directly to that probation officer. So just look at it this way. If they've got 1,000 people on probation, they collect at least $55,000 a month just in the probation fee. That is not counting all the bullshit fines and fees that gets added on through our kangaroo court system here in Dalton, Georgia. I hate to hear that, Michael. I've not heard anything about it. I don't watch very much live news. And I've seen about the protests and the violence going on in Los Angeles, in Paramount, and Compton, California. Looks like they got one camera and they got one light. Now this is the old building. Check out this old glass that's still in the building. Now I wonder if the city of Dalton would enforce that. No parking. They don't enforce them no parking between signs down there around the ACT studio. They'll lie to my face and tell me, oh, I'll check it out. I knew it was a lie when it came out his mouth. Well, I guess that guy there on that motorcycle Evans had to come over here to pay these blood money sucking vampires. Good morning, big boy Georgia. How you doing this morning? It's great to see you on the live stream this morning. Yeah, we got that shit paid now, though. I've got to come back on 7/3/2025. Here's the payments I've made. Do you see all them there? It says 260. I paid $320 every single time. Except for that last time I paid $259. Now all I have to pay next month is $55, which is the fee. Here is the case number if you want to do an open records request, Freedom of Information Act, to the Whitfield County Courthouse. The Superior Court of Whitfield County, that's where my case was tried. That is my offense, criminal trespass on public property. But that is the total I paid, and the maximum penalty for misdemeanor criminal trespass is 12 months and or $1,000 fine. Yet you see, I was forced to pay court costs as well because of this corrupt kangaroo court system that we have in Dalton, Georgia. Not only is our local police force corrupt, so is our government within the Whitfield County Courthouse, our state government, our city government, and our county government as well. Now, I informed my probation officer, Miss Lily Butler, that when this is all over, said and done, and I'm done with all this bullshit, that it would be my turn to start my legal proceedings in the federal court system, and they better be prepared, because the federal court system is not like this kangaroo court bullshit that I went through, where I was illegally trespassed from the United States Post Office. I was maliciously prosecuted over bullshit charge. And this is the acting arm that collects that blood money. That is what I've always said, Michael Kunkel, the truth spitter. I was never legally trespassed from the United States Post Office in downtown Dalton, Georgia. It is public property. I never committed a crime. I never identified myself. They did not know who I was. They cannot issue a trespass retroactively after the fact. It has to be issued to the person with their name on the trespass for it to be a legal trespass. I wonder if she wrote "stay away" on there again. Yeah, look, stay away. See that? That's how much fucking money I had to pay them. $1,934 on a $1,000 fine. I had to pay $1,934. Nearly double what they are allowed. The maximum penalty is. I've nearly had to pay double. Now, when I pay that $55 next month, that'll be $1,958 I had to pay to these blood money sucking vampires up here at the Georgia Probation Services Incorporated, who collects that blood money for the city of Dalton, who violate people's constitutional rights on a daily basis. They harass and intimidate the poor and the homeless. We done got rid of 2 of the bad apples on the Dalton Police Force. The many bad apples, there's many left. I'm sure we had a big part in helping to get rid of former officer Leslie Allen O'Neill with the Dalton Police Department. And we definitely are responsible for getting rid of Officer Buffoon, even though he went to work for the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. I hope that he understands, just because he now works for the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department, that still does not mean that he can violate people's constitutional rights. Even though the Sheriff's Department has more power than the local police department, they still do not have the right to violate people's constitutional rights. Once again, this is public right-of-way, public access. I wish they would send 2 or 3 of them corrupt Dalton Police Department officers out here. I'll be sure to tell them what I think if they do. Well, actually, Leslie was a man. Leslie Allen O'Neill, former Dalton Police Department officer who drove vehicle number 72, who disgraced badge number 614. I never did get Officer Buffoon's first name. I think his first name was Big, his middle name was Ass, and his last name was Buffoon. Big Ass Buffoon. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, some people might say, EagleNick, you better be careful talking about Officer Buffoon if he went to work for the Whitfield County Sheriff's Department. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not scared of Officer Buffoon, whether he is a police officer or a Sheriff's Department officer. Hopefully he has learned a little bit about the Fourth Amendment, that he can't just be calling somebody out by their damn name. That is an illegal seizure of a person's name when they are not committing a crime. Especially knowing that they are doxing them while someone is exercising their First Amendment rights to freedom of the press. You know, they don't seem to understand that EagleNick AUDIT is just exposing what is going on. I don't try to make it happen. I've never tried to coax any of them police officers into saying anything to me. But when the shit starts flying, don't start crying. You know what I mean, Vern? Good morning, Jack Walls. But we just paid that last bill owed on that there fine. Now all I owe next month is that $55 monthly probation fee. I will be off probation as of July the 18th. I have to come back to probation on July the 3rd. July the 3rd. That will be my last time I have to come up here to see these blood money sucking vampires at Georgia Probation Services Incorporated. That guy there gave me the thumbs up. He just came from inside there paying them blood money sucking vampires as well. Good morning, Miss Summer. You see, they don't have a very big parking lot for people to pull up in here to pay that blood money. But there's one of them signs on the door that says probationers only. No friends or family is allowed. They don't want your friends or family to know how shitty they are being treated. Now, our probate court here in Dalton, Georgia, Whitfield County, they had the same kind of stupid bullshit signs up at one point in time when Judge Evelyn Davenport was our probate judge. The head of the probate judge, that she would not allow, if it was a young person, I'm talking about just a young teenager that had some kind of traffic offense, she would not allow their parents to come into court with them. Now, that is a violation of their constitutional rights. But we have had a kangaroo court system in Dalton, Georgia, Whitfield County forever since I can remember. They ain't nothing but a bunch of damn crooks. We had one sheriff that was sentenced to federal prison back around 1980, in the early 1980s. Former Sheriff Jack Davis. They called him Cocaine Jack. Now, this truck didn't have to stop. Oh, I guess they're going over here to pay that blood money as well. Yep, somebody else here to pay that blood money. Everybody had to pay that damn blood money to these blood money sucking vampires. Oh, EagleNick done paid him his last payment on that damn fine. We're gonna make these blood money suckers famous. Hell, that's already a couple of $1,000 they raked in this morning. Hey, I tell you what, the state of Georgia has corruption in our state government system from Brian Kemp on down. Got crooked ass politicians in Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff, especially Ossoff. John Ossoff's office gave the postmaster my damn cell phone number. I guarantee you, Ossoff and Warnock will not be re-elected. And it's a good thing that Brian Kemp cannot run for re-election. System. We lost the live stream there for a minute. I don't know what happened. I've not been moving around. They must be trying to use some kind of blocking software to try to stop my live stream.